Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kamaya, and if you'd like to see how I accomplished this bob, then keep on watching. Hey guys, so I'm here reporting live, looking like Shamar Moore. If you know, you know. I'm actually gonna try and install this bob wig that was sent to me a while ago. I'm gonna add the company's name that sent it to me right here. Quality of the hair on the wig itself is really good, but the lace is really dark. As y'all can see, it's really dark. The knots are really small. The only issue with the wig is that the lace is dark and the shape of it is pretty awkward. And also, if you got a big head, I would sit this one out because this cap is kind of small. It's barely fit in my head. So I feel like the shape of the hair is definitely giving like auntie vibes, and I'm really trying to give like Jada Wada vibes. So I'm gonna attempt to cut the hair a little bit shorter and see what it's looking like. Hopefully it comes out good. The first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do right now is, take the wig off for one. I'm going to install my wig cap, and this is just the Dream Deluxe wig cap. Ciao. Before I did this process, I did go ahead and wash my face with my Lulu Holistic soap. I'm going to also use some Sea Breeze, and Sea Breeze is just like an astringent type of thing, and a cotton swab. And I'm just going to pour my Sea Breeze on the cotton swab and wipe off the area that I'm going to be gluing and stuff. So this is the forehead area. Honestly, a cotton swab and some Sea Breeze will really humble you, like, to look like this. I'm not dirty, y'all, I promise. So I'm gonna use my Eco Styler gel, slick this back. So I'm just now going ahead and just stretching out my wig cap as far as I can, and I'm not gonna cut the ear holes or eye holes in this because last time I did that, it definitely like ripped, and I don't like when that happens. I'm using my Got To Be Free spray, and I'm just going to spray that on the front of just the width of my closure. I have a 4x4. The one thing I've learned about doing my wigs so far is not to rush, because every time I rush I end up doing a really bad job. And there's no pain like making a mistake on installing a wig, especially when you're doing like the bald cap method. Because imagine gluing all this stuff down to your head for the wig to not look good. Then you have to take off all that glue. Like, girl, you should have just put your hair in a bun. But we're hoping for the best. I'm gonna let this first layer sit on my head for probably about like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys me putting on the other layers. It's 6:01 p.m. and I'll tell you guys the time when I come back. Okay guys, so I kind of dragged it. I definitely don't think it takes 10 minutes for this to dry. It's currently like 6:06 right now, so that was about 5, well, I did say 5 to 10 minutes. So it's dry now, so I'm gonna spray my second layer on it. And the second layer, I do go a lot thicker, and I try to go a bit further back. Previously, when I would try to do this, I would try to only get like the front area, but then if I have to cut a little bit off the front, then somehow the rest of the cap would kind of like rise up and slip back. So I try to go back kind of deep, like about here with the free spray, just to like ensure that if I have to cut a little bit close to my hairline, the cap won't completely lift. Everything is going to be down. I need to get like these areas right here at the side and not neglect them. I feel like sometimes it's better to go too far down than to not have it wide enough. So that's the second layer. I'm gonna let that again sit for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on what is this man talking about? Bro, I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whenever it's dry. You could really feel when it's not wet anymore. Whenever it's not wet anymore up here, that's when I'm gonna come back. Now it's dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray some more of my free spray on top of it. and I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start my process. I have everything all glued down. This is really giving me that lazy eye, but I have everything glued down right here. What I'm going to do now is grab my needle and thread, and I'm just going to sew along the perimeter of where I think the closure would fall, just the remaining area, excluding the parts that I free sprayed down. Okay, so some parts of my cap are not dried yet. Like right here is still pretty wet. So I'm just trying to like paste this down, and if I need to, I will have to go ahead and use a blow dryer. I'm just gonna paste it down with the comb and then use the blow dryer to kind of help it to like stick in place. So I think this should be fine, but I'm gonna check by lifting the cap up like this and seeing if it's sticking or if it's moving. I'm gonna cut down the middle. If this got messed up, I'm a real cry. Free laughters. I don't know what kind of accent that was. This is too far down on my forehead. I never wear my wig down this far on my forehead. My forehead is big, but I like to show its full size as much as I can in my wig. I don't try to hide forehead in my wig. That's one thing I don't try to do. I really do love my big forehead to an extent. I had to slip that in there. I usually wear my wig like right here. This is where the glue is going to be at. So I need to get this part off. It's so sticky. So I'm just lifting it up and just trimming off some of this, because baby girl, I'm not trying to hide my forehead. Like I said, I'm really trying to show the full 6-7 head, like all of them. Like, I don't want to sound like a mean girl, but it might come off as that. I apologize. Like, sometimes when girls cover their big forehead with their wigs and then they take it off, it's like, dang, like where did all that head come from? Like, I just want to see myself as close to how I naturally look when I'm wearing my wig. I don't want to take my wig off and it's like, dang, you had mad hidden forehead. Like, I'm not trying to have that. That's my reason for trying to get my wig to be positioned as close to my natural hairline as possible. I'm gonna grab a makeup wipe and just like clean up around the hairline, just the residue of the glue. And also my mirror is right here, y'all, if you're wondering what it is. Oh, I'm thirsty. That was nasty. Why did I pick it up like that? And now I'm gonna go back in with some more Sea Breeze and a brand new cotton swab or cotton pad. And I'm just going to clean off the forehead area because I don't want that casty white looking, dusty looking thing on my forehead. I really love the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade 360 in the matte collection, but that's kind of finishing up now. But this is their 355 color in their Dewy collection. That's actually my color. So, since my lace is darker than my complexion, I think I'm gonna try to use the foundation that's actually my complexion, which is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade 365 from their Dewy collection. So let's try that first. I don't want to get it on the back of my hand, so I'm gonna put it on the back of the wig cap thing. The brush and apply all over the cap. It's really finishing. I really use this 360 color like all the time. Sheesh, it's like nothing is coming out. Okay, now it's coming out. It's really a subtle difference, you know. It's not that big of a difference, but which one y'all think I should use? I wish I could like talk to you guys while I do this. Y'all should follow me on Instagram so I could probably do lives and you guys could like talk to me while I do my hair. That would be really cool. Okay, so up here it's looking a little... I was trying to not get this on my forehead, but who cares? I'm gonna get it on my forehead and I'll just clean it up after. 360 the color. Now for the wig cap itself, I do think I'm gonna stick to the shade 355, which is my complexion, since the cap is already darker than me. I poured this like it was running out and a whole bunch came out, painting the whole interior in the foundation really. Some more, but I'm just going to see how it's looking on my complexion. This is what it's given. Okay, it's kind of given, sort of. What you could do if you don't want to glue it down is get an elastic band. I don't know where this was purchased. I got it from my mom, but I'm sure you could go to the fabric store and get a piece and just measure it to be like where the end of the cap lies. So here's my one end of the cap. You line it up there and line up the other one there. You don't want it to be too tight. I don't want mine to be too tight. So I'm just gonna... And these ones with the holes on them are really cool because you could really use the holes as a guideline for where you should cut the band at. So that's what I'm using, but I've used the ones without the holes before. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna go ahead and grab the end of the elastic band, attach it to the end of where my closure is. And if my glue starts lifting, this helps to ensure that the wig stays on my head since there's a band in it. So I love doing this, but it does take time, and that's the only thing. My mom is a professional hairstylist. I have two moms, y'all. One's a teacher and one's a hairdresser. But yeah, my mom is a professional hairstylist and she taught me this technique. I'm gonna leave her contact information down in my description box. If you want some braids, a wig installed, you could definitely go ahead and check her out if you're in the Massachusetts area. So it's pretty much stitched in, and there's no special technique to stitching it in other than stitch it in. Like, don't think too much. And make sure the band isn't twisted, y'all. I think mine is twisted. Is mine twisted? No, it's not twisted. It's good. I'm gonna fold it over to the other side, plop it down where the closure is starting at the front area, and I'm gonna stitch that down. Excuse me. I'm wiping the makeup out of my hair with a makeup wipe because I accidentally dipped it in the foundation, y'all. Before I glue down my hair, I just want to make sure that I cut it correctly first, because I would hate to have to uninstall the wig because I didn't cut it how I would like it to be. So I'm just going to detangle my hair. I feel like the front is too long for my face. My face is already long and then the front is long, so it's not given. So I'm just going to angle the scissor up, I think, or should I angle it down? Which way is better? I think angling it up in an upward motion would be best. And I'm going to just try to cut a little bit off first. Let's drop this in the garbage for now. Alright, so this length is definitely given. And let's try to clean it up to make sure that it's even. So now I'm going to do the same thing to the next side. But I'm angling it. This side doesn't need to be angled. I feel like this side needs to just be cut. Okay, it's given uneven. Right here is too long, so I'm just going to clean that up. I'm kind of using my fingers as like a benchmark to cut straight, but that's not working, y'all. And I'm just gonna try to like clean up the ends and see. I feel like no matter what I do, this side looks fuller than this side, so I'm gonna see if I could shave it up with this. Oh, everything is falling. I'm gonna see if I could shave it up with this to kind of like thin it out over here. Ooh, no, that what I just did was cause some layers. That was not, I was moving too aggressively just now. I really need that comb thing that people use, not this. But this is gonna have to do for now. Pretty sure when it's straightened this should be fine, but I think this length is probably better than what it was before. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it for now, and then when I straighten it I'll see what needs to be done. Now I'm about to use my favorite lace glue, which is the Kiss Bond Almighty lace glue, and the lady at my old job put me onto it. Thank you to her. Right with the glue on, I'm just gonna clean up the front of my hairline again, just because I had the wig sitting there, so makeup residue could have gotten on here. So I'm just gonna clean that up. See, it's coming off. Now I'm going to apply my glue, and I just start off by putting a dot here. Ooh, this is too close to my, where do I want it to be? Like up here. Let my wig covering my forehead, so I'm gonna put a little bit right here, some right here. I feel like this is too far down. And I'm just gonna use this to spread it up. Y'all see like right here is lifting up a little bit, but because I sprayed the Got to Be Free spray all the way up the cap, the whole cap isn't coming off. The parts above that is like secure, so that's why I sprayed so far back. So here's my first layer. I'm just going to make sure this just dries until I can't see it anymore. Alright, so I think it's good now. It's not like white, it doesn't have a white cast on it anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my second layer of glue. I'm going to go off topic and just talk about my skin. Like, as y'all can see, pretty sure y'all saw already, my skin is breaking out. I get so insecure to come on camera when my skin is breaking out, but it's like, it's life, you know. I'll be hesitant to post videos because I have breakouts on my face, and I'm just like, girl, are you trying to make it or are you trying to be cute? I mean, I would like to be both, but I really enjoy doing the videos, so it's like I be sucking it up a lot. I'll just be eating it. I'm like, dang, I look ugly. But I'm trying to not talk about myself in that way anymore. I read the 4 Agreements a while back, and I really was like applying it heavily to my life, and then I fell off. But I'm really trying to do that again and apply it heavily. So I'm going to go ahead now and apply my next layer. And as y'all can see, this is pretty tacky. Like, it's getting tacky. But I like to do 3 layers of glue so I know for sure that it's going to stay stuck. I'm going to kind of space out the dots for the glue that I'm doing now, because I don't know if you guys could see it, but some areas you could definitely see the white, and I don't like when the white is showing. I feel like that means I'm using too much glue. And try to make sure you have like no hair in the glue, guys, because that's how you get problems, unnecessary problems. I'm getting real thick and tired of these broken promises. Alright, so I think this should be fun. There are some like white areas which I'm not very pleased about, but we're gonna just continue the process and see. Y'all, look, we got glue in here, stuck up here, so just try to make sure you don't have that. You could probably use like clips to help you like stop that, but I didn't use any clips. I'm just gonna bring the wig down and like apply it down on the area right here. And I want to make sure that the wig is like smooth, y'all. I don't want it to be like bent over. Let's move the camera closer. Ooh, child, no. See that bend? We don't want that. I'm just going to try to paste it down with the comb. It's okay if you miss some areas. You could always go back and apply a little bit more glue. Like right here, that piece is not like sticking, so I'm gonna definitely go back to add more glue to that. And this is what it's looking like. Now I'm gonna use my bedhead holding spray. A hairstylist named Ace of Length, she put me onto this. She used to come into the beauty supply store that I work at, and she'd always be looking for these, and she told me how good they were. I told my mom about it, and I tried it, and I actually really like it. This plus the glue, this plus this, it's really up and stuck forever. Like, it's giving Gorilla Glue, but you could take it off though. So I'm just gonna spray that down to the front of my hair to help the glue stick better. So I'm just going to use this actual wig band to hold it down. Okay. Back. Comb this back. And I want to just make sure that there's no hair like falling forward. I want to make sure everything is falling backwards. I'm going to spray some more of this in here. Okay guys, I know at the beginning I said that this hair was actually good quality and how I liked it. The hair is good quality, but I don't think it's human hair like 100%. I think there's some form of synthetic blends in this, because when I straightened this hair on 410 degrees, baby, by accident, it was frying in that flat iron. Like, it was frying, it was melting. The hair was turning a different color in the flat iron. So very ghetto. Not 10 out of 10, absolutely not, but the quality of the hair isn't terrible, and it was able to be straightened at about 300 degrees. So do with that as you please. I really thought this hair was great quality because I did flat iron it previously, but now sis was frying, so I don't know what happened. I'm gonna do a voiceover for the rest of this video because honestly, y'all, I cannot speak for long. My social media runs out very quickly, even when I'm just talking to myself. So I ended up just sitting there quietly and finishing the rest of my hair because, child, the social meter was at 0. Okay, so this is what it's looking like up close, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and part out some hair at the front, a very thin portion of the front, because I do want my baby hairs to be pretty thin and not thick and dramatic. When I part out the sections of where I want my baby hairs to fall on, I don't cut them immediately. I play around with them and position them with some gel to see if they're how I would like them to be. After I play around and test out the baby hair in different areas of my face and of my forehead, then I shave it up with my eyebrow razor. Also guys, before I went ahead and cut the thin pieces of hair that I was pulling out at the front of my head to make baby hairs, I laid them down with my green Eco Styler gel because I just wanted to see how it would look laid. Then I lifted them up and shaved them down with my eyebrow razor. My advice for you while doing your baby hairs is just to practice and just to play around with it first before you actually cut it, because once you cut it, you cannot go back. So that's what I was doing. My baby hairs definitely were not given like I would like it to give. My lace was not given like I would like it to give. This lace was, and I wouldn't buy this wig again, but it didn't look terrible and it didn't look like something I couldn't wear. Let me know what you guys think. And please feel free to give me tips in the comment section on how I could improve on installing my wigs. Cause child, this was not terrible. It was wearable, but it was not given how I would want it to give. It wasn't given arrogante. I'm just going to use my Velcro headband to just hold the baby hairs down, and then I'll come back on camera once everything is all put together. So guys, I just want to show you what the hair looks like when I'm not wearing any makeup, because obviously makeup makes your hair look so much better. This is what it's looking like without any makeup. This is how it looks with my natural face. So I just want y'all to get a look at it before I put the makeup on, because makeup definitely enhances your wig install, even if it's trash, even if it looks boxy. So just so you guys can get an accurate representation of what it looks like, this is what it looks like for real, with no makeup, with nothing enhancing my face to make the wig look better. So guys, this is the finished product. This video was pretty lengthy. This process was a process. That's all I gotta say. This process was a process, but this is the finished product. You guys saw it in the intro anyways. Let me know what you guys think of this. Y'all know I'm a Virgo, so I'm always gonna have some sort of criticism about my hair. The front part is given very much like, I don't really like the baby hair that it's given. I do want to get better at baby hairs, but it's not terrible. Like, it's wearable, but it's not like, you did that. Like, it's like, okay, she's trying. So that's definitely my honest opinion on this install. I do plan on continuing to practice, so I'll get better and I'll slay and it'll give arrogant Tay. It's really giving Kemayakhair right now. Not to like trying to downplay myself, but it's not giving Tay. It's not giving what lace, it's giving that lace. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, especially if you're watching up until this point. Thank you a billion times. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos by me, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you won't ever miss an upload. And comment down below, what are you guys' thought on this bob? I think I did a good job, like an okay job with cutting the bob, but the laying down part, I'm gonna give y'all a up close. Of course, I'm not gonna finesse y'all. This is what it looks like up close. But the laying down part could be better. Maybe if I had better lace and if I knew how to pluck better, it would come out looking better. But for now, this is how it's looking. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.